Hello, implementers. My name is Anthony English, and this is episode number 6 of Learn to Implement, where we teach you how to fight procrastination, manage perfectionism, and implement some of those ideas you're always learning about, especially business ideas. And today, I want to focus on the thousands of ideas that clutter your brain, things that people have reminded you to do, or things that you just notice yourself. It could be things when you're walking through your home. You think, oh, yes, I need to pick that up. I need to fix that lock. I need to get somebody in to do this. It could be business ideas. It could be small things that you have to call somebody or you have to follow up on an outstanding invoice, whatever it is. Problem is that these things clutter our mind and they get to us at the wrong time. That's why when you, for example, you get in the shower, or maybe when you first wake up, or when you're trying to get to sleep, you've got all of these ideas and they're just at the wrong time. You think, I can't call anybody now. This is just a distraction for me. And so you don't want your whole days to be driven by distractions. But what do? Because these ideas, these things niggle at you the whole day. They're kind of nagging you, right? So I've got this exercise that I do called Sushi Brain, the Sushi Brain exercise. Now, I know, bear with me, it sounds a bit weird. When you can imagine a sushi train, okay? And you've got all of these pieces of sushi, all of these lovely dishes going around and going past, and you select some or you miss some. Well, in a sense, that's what happens with a lot of those random thoughts that occur to you. They're almost like the sushi train, right? They are just coming past, a bit unpredictable, and you can't eat them all. You can't deal with them all. You can't even write them all down right then and there. It's just too much. So here's the exercise that I do. And in a sense, this exercise is going to be extremely easy because it's almost do nothing exercise, but it's also going to be extremely hard. So the exercise, first of all, is when you are first waking up. So this is before you get out of bed. In fact, even don't open your eyes. You are going to have, you're almost in that dream state where you're kind of half awake and you're not yet jumping out of bed. So you're going to really have to have a particular time of the week that you do this sushi brain exercise. And it's to let those thoughts just come through and then just pass through. And as I say, they're not things for you to write down. You're not to be looking at your phone. Just simply letting those thoughts come past and then disappear. Okay? So what does that do? Well, you think about it. When these ideas, maybe something that you've heard on a podcast or something that you've read in a book or somebody recommends something, you think, wow, that's a good idea. I'll have to follow that up. I'll have to buy that thing. You then make a decision at that time. This is something that I'll have to remember, or this is something that I will definitely remember. Or else you might say, this thought is a distraction. I need to put it out of my head. Okay, this is maybe it's a bad thought about somebody, or it's a thought that you're going to do something bad to someone, and so you say, I need to get rid of that. So with the sushi brain exercise, so just like those thoughts are coming through, just like like plates of different plates of sushi, dishes of sushi going past you, you just let those thoughts just come in and go out. Now, yes, you can still dismiss those ones that are bad things that are going to drag you down. You can certainly dismiss those, but then other ones which are just even about things that you have to do, about tasks, about little reminders, you just let them come in and then let them go out. In other words, what we're doing is we're removing that decision-making process, which is why you really need to do this when you're nearly asleep or when you're just waking up. You're removing that obligation to say, I need to remember this, or that hope, oh yeah, I will remember this, or or I'll need to write it down. You're just letting the thought come through and then pass away. Well, what good does that do? Well, what it does, I think, I don't have any scientific backing for this, but from personal experience, is that it cleanses some of those thoughts. It gives them the opportunity to say, here I am, and then to disappear. And it kind of purifies or cleanses the brain so that you can say, yeah, I've thought about that, haven't made any decisions, haven't even remembered to remember it, but I'm just going to let that thought go. And then some of them will keep coming back to you. This is seriously where I get some of my best ideas, is when I'm not too conscious. It's not exactly in my sleep, but just when you're waking up, but still, especially if you've woken up too early and it's not time for you to get up yet, no lights on, no phone, there's no TV, you're still in that state of sleepfulness. So that's why you've really got to choose your time of when to do this. But think about when you wake up half an hour too early and you don't jump out of bed. That would be a great time. A great time to do this sushi brain exercise, a way of filtering out giving permission for some of those thoughts to come in and then to let them go. Because the good ones, the important ones, will come back to you. But sometimes they need to be presented and then disappear and then pop up again and then disappear. And they almost are working their way, maturing in the background. So that's the sushi brain exercise. And I think this will help you resist some of that clutter of overbearing thoughts that can just swamp us during the day. So thank you for listening. Once again, this is the Learn to Implement podcast, where we help you fight procrastination, manage perfectionism, and implement some of those ideas that you are learning about so much throughout the week. We'll see you next time. I'm Anthony English.